Huge tsunami has struck Japan after an 8.9 magnitude earthquake in the northern part of the country. So far, 60 people have been killed by the tsunami waves triggered by the worst ever quake that has hit Japan. Nuclear emergency has been imposed in Japan and all the nuke plants have been shut down. Thousands of residents have been ordered to evacuate areas near the nuclear power plants. And Rishabh Gulati joins us with more details.
Tokyo.
Take a look at these visuals. That is the 20-foot high tsunami turning into frothy water as it strikes the seaboard of eastern and northern Japan at 700 kilometers an hour. The waters just swept in and swept away all before them. This earthquake struck about 125 kilometers off the sea coast, but since then, this 20-foot high tsunami completely devastating the coastal areas. You're seeing over here ships that have been turned upside down, turned turtle, their hulls pointing to the sky, houses being swept away as the entire wave front sweeps across this farmland. And of course, the end result of that earthquake, these devastating fires that have broken out in Japan. These visuals here of an oil refinery with 100-foot high flames, the sky itself turning yellow and turning white in the hot flames that have caught fire, these oil pipes that have caught fire after the earthquake and the tsunami devastated the coastal areas. The infrastructure of Japan taking a beating, its oil infrastructure, its oil refineries, its docks, its ports, whatever was there on the Pacific seaboard, now in a state of devastation. The fire department as yet unable to put out these fires. Visuals here again of this tsunami wave striking the coast. The epicenter was Sendai. This is on the eastern coast of Japan. The tsunami wave moving in after the earthquake struck. Within minutes, the wave almost 20 feet high, slamming into the coast, even as the rest of Japan began to burn. Visuals here of Ichihara. An oil refinery here caught ablaze, 150-foot high flames, even as the fire department struggled. And this was the end result. These are port areas on the eastern seaboard, the Pacific seaboard of Japan. As you see the calm before the storm, as the tsunami wave moves in, see these dramatic visuals. That is water covered in debris, even as fires break out and the water sweeps in. Houses, entire buildings swept away, the water slamming into the coast at 700 kilometers an hour. Imagine the momentum of such a massive seaboard. And you're seeing here visuals of it sweeping across, taking cars in its stride as it sweeps across farmland and across open roads, people trying to escape. And you're watching aerial shots taken from a helicopter of the seaboard of Japan as that wave comes in. You see the frothy wave moving in, moving it at a ridiculously high speed of 700 kilometers an hour. You see the waves as the ripples on the seashore turn into the frothy white water as it slams across the coast. Moving in here from the bottom of your screen, that is Japan's eastern seaboard near the town of Sendai. The waves moving in and unstoppable. You see here the visuals of the earthquake as it struck at 2:46 p.m. These in Sendai. Then again, this is the parliament. This is one of the major news studios, in Japan, where at 2:46 p.m. the country was jolted by a record never before seen 8.9 magnitude on the Richter scale. You can see the shaky visual as office furniture falls on the floor. And here again, this is the wave it generated, a 20-foot high tsunami that swept all before it. Nothing could stop it. A wave front, hundreds of miles long, 20 feet high, sweeping into the mainland. And you see the aftermath in major cities. Again, the shaking visuals on top of a building in Eastern District. Again, you see the news quarters inside office buildings in Tokyo and Eastern Japan being shaken by this earthquake. It's been a dramatic day of events in Japan, and the death toll is only expected to rise, even as the Japanese authorities say that the cost of this earthquake will be tremendous.